Welcome. Thank you for sharing your story with me today. So first question, names, and then name of your business and farm or farm.
I'm Justin. Our farm name is Hoalahou Farms. Um, this is my wife, Ruvi.
Hello. Name's Noah. Anderson.
Awesome. And do you folks have any other businesses?
We sure do.
Yeah.
Monocular catering.
Okay. So caterers and farmers.
Yes.
And can you share with me what is your connection to Hawaii? How did you get here and why do you stay?
I'm born and raised in Hawaii. I was raised by my grandparents, so I was brought up the old style. We work hard, play hard. That's what I want to pass down to our younger generations, the millenniums.
Born and raised here. Raised from 14 years old here.
Okay.
So my dad went into the military when I was 5. And then I returned here when I was 14.
Oh.
And stayed here. And my family actually moved to California after.
Okay.
And I'm still here.
Still here. Why do you folks stay?
Just a connection to the land, to the culture. Make sure that there's a strong base, family-oriented system in place for my kids and the future generation. Farming is these times a dying art,
Yeah.
so try to keep it going.
Yeah, for sure. Can you tell me how you folks got into farming?
I'm from Molokai,
Oh.
so farming is in the blood.
Farmers.
Yeah, my wife would tell me that she's the farmer's wife. And
Oh.
I'm the farmer. So. But yeah, my generations of farmers, stemming all the way from my grandfather, starting the first co-op on Molokai to being part of CTAR and whatnot. So yeah, he's been an agent.
Long line.
Long line.
Yep. And what do you folks grow on your farm?
Taro. Mainly taro. The bananas have been good. We'll probably continue that. We like the type, what is it, hon?
NPP.
It's a
It's a greenfield, bluefield variety.
and I'd have a few customers that really love it for their banana lumpia, for their banana bread. So it's a different type of sweetness.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I think we'll continue with
that.
with the bananas, and then we grow things here and there just for us, but like greens, like we like arugula. So, and I think we actually like kohlrabi also.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So we like making things for ourselves.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's
And sharing with our family.
And then what you grow, what do you do with it after you grow it?
So the taro that we grow is a bunlong. It's a Chinese variety. We mainly make value added. We make taro chips out of it. Mainly taro chips. We started venturing off in making flour, kulolo, some other products so that we can maximize the corn. But mainly taro chips.
Great. And how long have you folks been doing that? Ever since you had a farm or from before?
From Go Farm.
Oh.
From Go Farm.
Yeah.
And what made you want to get into the Go Farm program?
It was one way of me getting back into farming on Oahu.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have homesteads in Molokai, but that's in Molokai, and economically, it's you can survive over here with jobs as far as having a job here, than compared to Molokai. So that was my ticket back into farming, and there's a lot of pluses. UH system, all the added benefits along with Go Farm.
And Is catering your only other business, or do you folks have also other jobs too?
Well, we have full-time
We have
jobs,
full-time
Oh,
jobs.
and catering and farming.
Yeah.
and I do nonprofits.
Oh, you know, we're so diverse. That's why we many hats on the stand. Got it. And are your other jobs farm related or completely different?
No, completely different. So I'm a construction manager for an union electrical company. Been working that for 20 years, along with the catering, the farming, and as well as helping with the nonprofit.
How about you, Ruvi?
Real estate industry for 20 years. So I'm a rental bookkeeper. Rental bookkeeping for 20 years. And my nonprofits are kind of different. I mean, one is agriculture related with more economic development group. Nonprofit with Dare Hawaii.
Okay.
And then the nonprofit for Hoalahou Project Grad.
Wow.
Which I advise now. I used to be hands-on, but now I just advise.
Just gonna let you guys know how this could be better. Yeah.
I do the money part.
Yeah.
I help them with the bookkeeping.
That's great.
Yeah.
Can you share what you think is the biggest pro of being having a farm and being a farmer?
For me, knowing where the produce come from, putting the time and effort into growing something and watching something come to mature and actually consuming it is, is priceless. You know the value of the food. You know how hard it is to make it, and you enjoy it that much more.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree.
For your son, can you share with us what you like about being on the farm?
Mostly I would be lying, but but there's things I love about this place and farming, all that stuff. It inspires me that my dad is making me do this stuff in order for my benefit and for just pass it on to many other generations. Because like you said, farming is starting to becoming a dying trait in the world. So I find it as an honor to actually take part in this program and help my parents work on the farm.
That's great. That's great. Greatest challenge to having a farm, having a small business in Hawaii?
Time. Always not enough time.
Juggling.
Yeah.
Always juggling.
Managing time, more like managing time. There's always enough time in the day, but never enough time in the day.
Yeah. That seems to be a theme that I feel like, and that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And, especially for people who are doing plenty things. Like you said, the juggle is real, for sure. What do you think is the greatest opportunity for farmers today?
For me, it's location. The greatest opportunity for farms within Hawaii is just based on the location that they're in Hawaii, right? So we don't have the seasons like how the mainland does. It's simple branding. You're from Hawaii. Your product is from Hawaii. The cost is real over here as far as the real estate, but then the cost can also be moved to the product because you're from Hawaii. So for me, that's the benefit.
We've also learned from some other friends that do products in Hawaii that it's hard to sell in Hawaii and it's easier to sell in the mainland because they don't have so many rules and regulations versus over here. And so we've met a few that we're going to be learning things from them, and hopefully going to try to do the same thing and branch out.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. What is some, if you could share some advice for people who want to get into farming, what kind of advice would you give them?
Don't go halfway. If you go farming, you should farm all the way. And the farming has to come from the heart, and it's got to be thought out. It's not something that you can just throw together and hope that it'll be wonderful.
And it's not always going to be good. A lot of people always expect that everything is always going to work out the way you want it to work out. And it's just like life.
Yeah.
It's always up and downs. It's going to be the same way at farming. And you just got to be patient and stick to it.
Yeah.
Young sir?
Bring your kids. Just bring your kids. These guys always bring me, and then
Everywhere.
yeah,
Everything.
always work. But they'll possibly thank you in the future, because my parents got stuck in my head saying that doing this, you'll learn things that become beneficial later in life, because you have this knowledge, and then it would really help you out in the future.
That's great. That's great. You guys must be so proud. Look at your son. He believes in the farming life. What are some food and or community trends that you see that are impacting the market for farming? Foods, farming methods, or things that are happening in the community that you feel are impacting agriculture?
Seeing more value adds. It kind of lining out the pathway of the future farmers. Being creative with your value add. Farming to tables. That's all value add to the farm. It's not.
The agribusiness part.
Yeah, the agribusiness and the agro-tourism. That seems to be the growing trend right now. It's very impactful. It's no longer the commercialized style anymore. It's the small acre, 5 to 10 acre that is intimate, community based, agro-tourism and agribusiness.
And branding.
Branding.
And that's what Whitmore Economic Development Group is trying to work with the group of farmers over there. And for Waihoa Town and Whitmore Town in general, is finding that niche, finding something to brand it. For the town, we're trying to revitalize agriculture as well as the town. So branding was our main thing. So it used to be pineapples. It's not pineapples anymore. So that's what we're trying to do, is figure out what else can we do.
It's so and we're at this time where we're like at this bridging, I think, kind of in history of it is changing. So even how are people getting information, and how is that relevant, and how do they apply it to their lives? And I feel like branding is one of those hooks that and that agribusiness component that really takes it to the next level. Last question. So I've been telling everyone, if we made this video and it got lost and it got buried and years later, somebody's coming by and they dig it up and they watch it. What is your message or your takeaway that you want the future to know about agriculture and about farming, and I guess why it's important, but in general, like, what is your message that you would like to, or legacy that you would like to leave behind?
For me and my legacy, farming is like your personal growth, in, whether in society or just in general. with farming, there's nurturing. You have to watch the plant. You have to know the plant. You have to know everything around the plant. And for me, it ties everything with humanity. You know, you got to know yourself. You got to know everybody around. And in order to fit and be part of a bigger, greater good in life. Kind of philosophical, but it's just.
No, it's a deep question.
Yeah.
It's a deep question. Yeah.
I mean, but it's, for me, it ties everything to humanity. The better you take care of the plant, the better your inner person is, and providing food.
Farming is life.
Yeah.
So it's one thing that you hope doesn't get lost and left behind.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How about you? If you could leave a message to the future.
Personally, I'd say the same thing like them. I would say keep farming, keep it alive, because, like you said, it develops you as a person. It makes you learn. How I said, it makes you learn. It teaches you stuff that usually some other things won't teach you. And it teaches you skills, mostly beneficial to yourself and to help others. I grew up with the saying that if you make things for other people, it comes around to you. So usually when we see us making food, or growing our taro, and then we put that into our catering business and we're giving to other people, seeing everybody surprised that this was locally grown and everything that we made in our catering business came from our farm, just made me happy to see that. So I'd say just go farm, have fun. Even if times are bad, just keep your head in the ground and start reading.
Yes. Yes. Just keep weeding. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. That is awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for sharing. Your story and your tales with us. Last final thing. Can I take a family photo of you folks in your farm?